Oh,
man.
that's unfair. Reds botting up 7 points in the game.
To Del Puentes.
Oh, wow.
Caloocan takes the shot and knocks it down. Malonia is open. 3-pointer.
Oh, my goodness.
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Just posterized by Scapia.
Second game of your Thursday triple header dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Marlica Pilipinas Basketball League Season 7 and we are back at the Astrodome in Pasay City where the Caloocan Batang Kaloo will try to go for back-to-back victories in the space of just 4 days. And the Batang Kaloo on the back of that big win in Batangas. It was a big night para kay Prince Cassian, had 25 points in that victory, and we'll see if he can replicate that performance against the Parañaque Patriots, who are trying to avoid a 15th straight loss. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Sila Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya, Andrea Indicio is at courtside. Magandang gabi din sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube. And syempre, we are now live on Solar Sports and also live every Mondays and Saturdays. And Javi, a big game para dito sa Caloocan. They've they lost to Bulacan and then all of a sudden came out with a really strong response against Batangas, and that leaves me, questioning ano kaya ang magpapakitang Caloocan team tonight.
Well, for a team like Caloocan, and especially in a long season like we have, it's very important sometimes to have wake-up calls like that. Yung kanilang talo sa Bulacan, after that, they shifted to a different gear, and now we're seeing different players stepping up in different occasions para sa kanila, just like how Prince Cassian had 25 points in their game against Batangas last Monday.
Well, Parañaque, on the other hand, trying to avoid a 15th straight defeat. No, the 14 straight losses is the longest active losing streak right now dito sa liga natin, and the Cristorado is trying to change the script para dito sa Parañaque. Had 19 points against Zamboanga, but it was a huge defeat para dito sa Patriots. Torado started the season with Caloocan, did not really pan out well para sa kanya, now finding himself a new home here with the Patriots.
You're right. He wasn't used a lot during his time with Caloocan, and even in the first few games for Parañaque, di siya masyado nagagamit. But right now, Cristorado finding his footing with this franchise and now averaging more than 11 points per game this season and dun sa kanilang mga huling laro. So now it's time for Cristorado to also find some help around him that will help Parañaque climb out of this league-leading losing streak that they have.
Well, Wilson Baltasar and Paulo Castro, two players na, capable of stepping up para dito sa Patriots, and they did so against Zamboanga, 17 points apiece para sa dalawang shooters. Ayan, no? But again, the not as efficient as you would like itong dalawang players that, although Wilson had 10 rebounds as well, a double-double for him.
Yeah, combined 34 points between these two guys, but you also have to remember that Zamboanga won by 54 points in that game. So these are practically garbage time numbers for both of these guys. And it's important that Parañaque, they get these kinds of numbers early pa lang dito sa kanilang mga inaasahan. Paulo Castro, their leading scorer so far this season, and he will look to make this game a coming out party for him in terms of them getting a victory in this game.
Well, para naman sa Caloocan, ito si Jeff Manday and Prince Cassian stepped up big time. Pero itong dalawang players naman ito, Jera Mercabanag and Joko Taitong only combining for 6 points. So it's always, hindi siya perfect all the time para dito sa Caloocan. And it just so happened, Cassian and Manday were there to save the day for them because these two guards struggled.
Yeah, just like in any other team, especially for the strong teams dito sa ating liga, meron talagang mga instances kung saan yung mga inaasahan mo mga player, they're gonna have very, very off nights. And these two guards you're hoping that they get to bounce back, especially here in this game. Lalo na we're going late into the season. You know that these two guards can contribute a lot on both ends of the floor. Highly capable ang talong player na to. Itong si Jeremy Cabanag tsaka si Joko Tayongtong.
Well, they are proven performers for Caloocan. And ito naman si Jeff Manday on his first season dito sa Caloocan. And nagpakita kaagad ito si Jeff Manday. And, you know, he is pretty much a walking bucket para dito sa team na to. No? He can light it up. He's a streak shooter. And, you know, he may be a volume shooter, but, you know, he's one type of guy that needs to really take a lot of shots.
You're right. And I think Jeff Manday, he has definitely fit in seamlessly into this team despite the number of guards that they already have. Because kung nakita mo yung rotation ng guardia nila dati, especially at the point guard spot, puro mga traditional point guards talaga eh. Wala masyado yung talagang titira na marami. I think Jeff Manday definitely fits that. Even if you're gonna consider Joko Tayongtong as a scoring guard, he still very much tends to be a traditional setup type of point guard. Ito si Jeff Manday, you can look to him to score a lot.
Well, maybe that's the reason why he wears the number 30 para sa Caloocan. And, you know, let's go to Richard Tampos. It's Parañaque versus Caloocan.
Solar Sports 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Time to meet the starting lineups. First, the Parañaque Patriots. Starting at guard number 39, Shaq Alanes. Playing center number 34, Lander Cannon. Forward number 15, Jomar Santos. The other forward number 6, Wilson Baltazar. At guard number 4, Alan Edward Mangajas. Parañaque is led by Melky Villanueva, assistant coaches, Franklin Mancio, Tyron Ruiz, Syke Miguelino, and Joseph Abaya. Team manager, Joed Mendoza. The team honors, Jamal Vizcara and Honorable Joan Villapuerte. Here comes for Caloocan, Batang Kangkalu. Playing center number 17, Jesse Sumoda. Forward number 31, JJ Manlangit. Point guard number 29, Joko Tayongtong. At forward number 11, Paul Sanga. To guard number 7, Jeremy Cabanag. The head coach is Mike Sagigit. His assistants are Philip De La Cruz, Stephen Mopera, and Marco Orias. Team manager, Mac Robert De Chandu. Team governor, Jeremy Teen. Team honors are Dennis Flores and Honorable Congressman Oka Malapitan. The game officials.
Starting five is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Alan Mangas, Shaq Alanes, Lander Cannon, Jomar Santos, and Wilson Baltasar para sa Parañaque. Caloocan naman, Joko Tayongtong, Jeremy Cabanag sa backcourt, Jesse Sumuda, JJ Manlangit, and Paul Sanga completing the five for Coach Mike Sagigit, who is facing his former team tonight. And Coach Mike handled Parañaque early in the season. Was actually responsible, helped them get their first win of the season.
Tama ka dyan.
Bago lumipat dito sa Caloocan.
And you know, he's had some really good years with Parañaque, especially leading them to that upset of Zamboanga last year.
Yeah, still one of the best moments of this pioneering franchise. The Parañaque Patriots, ang ating officiating crew, Seb Pingol, Lester Arcega, and Maynard Centeno. Jay Francisco is the fourth man. Parañaque is slowing things down. Jomar Santos is going up against his former Quezon City teammate in Joko Tayongtong. Kasama yan noong unang season natin sa Liga. What a pass from Baltazar to Cannon, who is fouled by Sumoda. Sumoda seems to have lost some weight, Harry.
Yeah, actually.
No? Medyo nag-slim si Jesse, no?
I think importante rin yan para sa kanya dahil medyo bumibilis na rin yung style of play nitong Caloocan. Kaya couple of seasons ago, you would have thought that Caloocan still a team that relies a lot on post play, pero ngayon a lot of triangle being played, especially under Coach Mike Sagigit. At talagang they've had a little bit more speed and quickness in terms of their style of play in Coach Mike Sagigit taking over this season.
It's a good, nice look galing kay Cabanag for knocking down that jumper. Lander cannon. On to Baltasar, 10 seconds. Santos down to 6 ang shot clock ng Parañaque. Alan Mangas, 3 seconds. Alanes has to fire. He stepped on the line.
You know, Shaq Alanes might have been one of our better scorers over the past few years. This year, despite him averaging 10.3 points per game, you know, decent number, but definitely, I think not enough for his caliber. I think he's taken a lot of really forced shots this year, and I don't think he has affected Parañaque in a positive way yet.
Inside, a lot of contact, but JJ Manlangit able to sneak in the 2 points. 2 minutes gone by in this first period lamang ang Caloocan, 4-2. Lander cannon ready to provide a pick for Baltasar. 8 seconds to work with. Baltasar kicks it out. Mangas, ball fake. 3, yes. Mangas.
It's really going to be very interesting how this game pans out because actually pareho yung sistema na ginagamit nitong parehong koponan eh.
Yeah, Sumoda. Bigay kay Jeramer. Cabanag, yes sir.
I expect a lot of three-point shots as well to be unleashed by both teams in this game.
Ganda ng simula dito ng Caloocan, lalo na ito si Jeramer Cabanag. 5 quick points para sa kanya.
But we talked about it at the top of our coverage how he struggled dun sa kanilang huling laro. So a guy like Jeramer, he's not gonna be satisfied with having a series of bad games. Gusto niya sa sunod na game makabawi sa agad.
Yung Tong misses from close range. Baltasar na numero para dito sa Parañaque. Tweety Santos. He'll fire a 3. That's an air ball from Tweety.
Who's also playing against his former team.
Oo nga, may one-time Caloocan player din itong si Tweety Santos. 7-5 is the score lamang ang Caloocan. Nasa kanila yung bola ngayon. Cabanag. Binigay kay Manlangit dito sa kaliwang bahagi ng court. Sanga. Nasa kanan naman si Tayong Tong. Binigyan ng pick ni Sumuda. Tayong Tong. Nag-cut si Cabanag. Fades away. No good. Rebound. Nakuha ni Jomar Santos. Alanes. Nagmamadali. Shaq forcing the issue and he puts it in plus the foul.
That is where he joins maybe a few players in that small space who are able to get baskets like that. See how he leans into the defense and into the hands of Jeramer Cabanag, baiting him to put that hand down and drawing the foul.
It takes a lot of skill to pull off that move. Unable to complete the three-point play though. Was Alanes. Sanga from the corner. No good. Cabanag. Ball. Turns around. Fires. No. Sumuda underneath. He's fouled by Tweety Santos.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how players are able to have that long career here in the league. I think we don't talk about Paul Sanga enough in that regard. He has remained in tip-top shape all these years.
Tama ka dyan, Avi. And I think his role has stayed the same.
Yeah, that's to shoot those kinds of shots. And the touch will never escape him. One of the best strokes I've seen the entire time I've been watching basketball. Shaq Alanes is off to a good start here. I think importante lang naman dito para sa Parañaque, dumikit lang sila. Give themselves a chance Of course, that's going to happen if they play defense as well as knocking down their shots. So far here, they've been knocking down their shots, but they've been trading baskets dito sa Caloocan. They've allowed the Batang Kankalu some opportunities like this. Joko Tayong into the lane and drawing the foul.
Tayong and shoot the bonus.
And now effectively ending his dry spell from the last game where he was 0 out of 4.
Medyo ramdam natin yung parang parang kinall out natin sila sa pregame
Mismo.
Saan kayo? Nung last game. Ang aga na sagot sa atin.
Well, you know, credit to our production team for really coming up with these kinds of topics.
Buti na lang. Hindi naman nila siguro nakatutok na sila sa game.
Oh.
Credit to our production team, day in and day out.
Oh yeah, every day. Alas walang pahinga yung mga yan. Ikaw rin eh.
Ha? Huwag mo na akong idamay. Happy lang ako. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Happy lang ako, isang malaking pamilya tayo dito.
Parang professional basketball player ka rin kahapon eh. Galing laro, tapos diretso pa trabaho. Ibang klase.
Sayang, hindi tayo nanalo. Hindi sulit yung araw. Manday gets it back. He'll miss the 3. Manlangit with the rebound. Sanga to the corner. That's a 3. Paul Sanga showing Manday how it's done. Oh, saktong-sakto para kay Shaq Alanes.
It just happened to be at the right place at the right time there. Caloocan almost coming up with a steal, and you know, both teams just really trading baskets here in the first 6 minutes of this game.
Manlangit makes his move against Tweedy. Ronnie for 3. No. Rebound. Baltasar quickly to Alanes. Alanes from way downtown. That's short. Rebound. Fought for, and that will sail out of bounds.
Only a few players can have that license to shoot from way downtown.
This is the 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That is Paul Sanga's second 3 of the game. Napakadelikado din itong Caloocan na kalaban, no? Especially in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
may
want.
ano rin may materials din, may mga players din who can come up with something special on a given night.
This is the type of team na, you know, they may have the tendency to go on cruise control a number of times. Siyempre, it's a long season.
Saka mag-relax.
Oh, yun na nga
may tendency din. Chris Biton is still there.
Yeah. That's also because hindi mo rin naman matatawaran, you know, the experience that this squad has. I wouldn't want to touch on the age, but the experience, yun doon na lang magfo-focus. That's why alam na nila kung kailan nila i-flip yung switch eh. And in a series, they're gonna be tough to go up against because dyan alam na nila kung kailan talaga sila pupukpuk eh.
Well, I remember that Manila series last season. Grabe yun.
Oh yeah.
Manday, dire-diretso all the way to the cup.
Imagine a team that had Greg Slaughter, Carl Bryant Cruz, Raba Aluseni, and yet Caloocan still coming out on top.
And they were, I remember that game in Paco, they were down by 5 or 6 points with 32 seconds remaining. And it looked like Manila was really going to extend the series. But napakadali ng basketball dito para sa Caloocan in the first quarter. 2 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. Lamang sila 20-13 against Parañaque. May timeout.
You are still watching the MPBL. Facing his first ever team here in the league for the first time, sabi nga ni Coach Mike Sagigit, it's a bittersweet feeling. Sabi nga niya, well, dito ako nagsimula pero ang dagdag niya, pero alam mo Andrea, masaya ako dito sa Caloocan dahil 2 beses na nila akong pinakikilig. Una, sa Caloocan ko nakuha ang aking first ever win against Pampanga. At pangalawa, sa Caloocan ko din nakuha ang kauna-unahang panalo against Coach Cholo Villanueva in his years here in the MPBL. But on the other hand, this team has also given me my biggest heartbreak of my whole coaching career. Losing against the last seeded team in the North, hindi daw pwedeng madalawa itong heartbreak na ito dahil mahirap daw pala talagang mag-move on. Actually, he doesn't think he has already moved on from that game yet. At biro nga niya, ayokong mag-move on doon. Andrea, mas maganda palang naaalala namin siya. Si Delph, Javi?
Usapang move on to. Simulan ko na ba? Habi pala niya.
Parang
Usapang pag-move on, even letting go. Okay, ano ba? Where do I start? Where do I start? Because there's really a lot of things. But in the case of Coach Mike, alam mo, yung pag nahanap mo rin, pag napunta ka sa tamang team or sa tamang tao, Javi, masaya din siya eh. You know, alam mo yun, no? I wish that for you, my friend.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Thank you for the concern. I really appreciate that.
And parang ano din yan eh. Relationships, may ups and downs. No, the high of that relationship, syempre for Coach Mike, was a win against Pampanga. Another high was the win against Batangas. But syempre, minsan, hindi talaga perfect. Kaya natalo din sila dun sa Bulacan. Pero ngayon, ayaw din na matalo dito. Kaya tama yan. Ganda ng analogy dun eh. Sa, you know, for a team and coach and then, you know, love and life.
Yeah. At ang importante dun, I think bottom line is you learn how to deal with the adversity, you know, just like any other person on any
I
other
think you're
team.
ready, my friend. I think you're ready.
Yeah, I think I've gone through a lot of adversity. I think it's enough.
I think you're ready. I think you're ready. So, you know, I have a good guy here beside me. Sino man dyan, no? Punta lang kayo dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Malapit lang kayo. You know, I can introduce you.
Pati nanay ko, kinakampihan nyo na eh.
Malapit. Malapit na po. Sana malapit na matapos ang paghahanap natin. As Irvin Palencia with that special delivery of a layup down the lane.
Well, if you're Parañaque, you'd want na mauna pa kayo sa akin na makahanap ng isang panalo dito.
Di bale, Javi. Marami kang chances. Okay? And Enriquez, though, misses that finger roll. Torado, atake against Palencia and Chris Torado. Showing us how it's done.
You can see the fire in his eyes are different right now. It's really flaming hot just because he's going up against his former team. Nice steal by Cinco. So this is a good way to ignite a run to cap off the first quarter para sa Patriots.
Down to 8 ang lamang. And Castro. Almost a steal.
This is the type of intensity that really doesn't have, that Parañaque doesn't really have defensively.
The fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker Everyday Karaoke.
Which is usually the reason why they've found themselves on the losing end more than on the winning end this season. It's the lack of intensity defensively, but now they're really showing that needed push on that end of the floor.
Yeah, look at Manday. Takbo, Enriquez, Kalahat will fire. No, and that will do it. The first quarter in the books dito sa Pasay Astrodome. We've pretty much covered a lot of things in that first period. But mostly it was Caloocan's baskets over the love life of my partner.
A very fun-filled first quarter there. Caloocan shooting at a blistering 52%, 11 out of 21. Only to give Parañaque 14 attempts from the field, but the Patriots coming up with some baskets towards the latter part of that first quarter to keep it within striking distance. Just an 8-point lead for the Batang Caloocan.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We're back at the Astrodome in Pasay City. Second game of 3 dito sa ating ngayong Huwebes. Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes, Head of Operations Emer Oreta, and Head of Security Rudy Distrito in attendance. Kompleto sila. We do have a big game tonight.
Oh yeah.
Avi, Mindoro against Pasay.
That could really give a lot of implications dun sa standing nila in the respective divisions.
6 of 14 for Parañaque, 11 of 22 for Caloocan in that first period. Gabby Espinas is fouled. He's 2 points away from 1,000.
And he could get it right here at the free throw line. Ito ba, naghihinayang na siya dun. I think he knows that he's not really the best free throw shooter.
Huwag kang mag-alala. He might prove us wrong. 40% at the line. Gabby.
There you go. But you know, he proving others wrong, he has done it time and time again in his career. Started off with PCU, you know, his coming out party in the NCAA, winning the Rookie of the Year award and the MVP plus the championship. I mean, he could have scripted any better.
Yeah. James Mangajas, Cinco, Castro, Papa, and Torado. Walang big man dito for Parañaque. Papa for 3. No. Rebound. Nakuha ni Enriquez. Brian gets it to Tayongtong. Josh Flores sends it over to Manday. Gabby wants it against Papa. Joko. Short jumper, no good. Rebound. Papa binigay kay Torado. Intercepted by Caloocan. Manday to Tayongtong. Joko makes his move. Enrique, shot fake, natapik. It's off the knee of Mangajas.
You could see, despite that turnover earlier by Torado, Parañaque went down and prevented that transition opportunity for Caloocan.
Yes, Joko Tayongtong makes his move against Castro. Labas kay Manday. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Jeff. Drop pass. Espinas. Oh, no. 1,000 points. Gabby Espinas needs a basket.
He still stays at 998.
Rebound. Oh, naagaw pa ni Torado. Tapikan ng bola. Mangas will launch a 3. That will roll out. Rebound ni Enriquez. Brian. No look pass. Flores.
Oh!
On the stick back, he's fouled by Cinco. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, a pair of missed shots, point blank by Caloocan. Medyo napasobra lang yung pulso nila dun sa ilalim. But good thing Flores able to gobble up a rebound plus a putback attempt to try and get 2 points at the free throw line.
Alec Elorde comes in.
Getting some early burn here. Only played 37 seconds in that game against Zamboanga. And I think this is a good chance for Alec to show the Parañaque coaching staff that he belongs to this team.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
A smart move right there by James Mangas to get the ball away from Gabby Espinas. Could have been another chance at an offensive rebound, but Parañaque giving the ball back right away.
Papa. Mangas. He'll launch a three-pointer. Paulo Castro.
Both teams with a series of misses to start this second quarter. Field goal shooting for both squads, dipping down. Parañaque's field goal percentage has dipped down further, while Caloocan, after shooting close to 60%, has gone down to 44. Still a decent number, though. Oh,
Inside, Laude gets the roll.
that right side of the basket has given Caloocan a lot of problems. But nice answer here galing kay Wilson Baltazar.
8 ulit ang lamang dito ng Caloocan. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Laude likes that shot. No good on the 3. Agawan sa rebound. Nakuha ni Flores. He's clipped by Mangas. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he makes a living from opportunities like that. He doesn't demand the basketball. But when it comes to crashing the glass, maasahan mo si Josh Flores dyan, especially on the offensive end, because usually he has a small guy on him.
So, nasa free throw line, Josh Flores. (31-22) ang ating score. Prince Casin, second quarter na siya pinasok dito, pero gusto mo yung ginawa niya yung last game.
At 25 points, 11 out of 16 shooting, and he did that in less than 25 minutes on the floor.
Shaq Alanes trims the deficit to only 6 here.
Alanes continuing from where he left off in that first quarter.
Alanes nakawala. Not the start gusto ni Coach Mike dito sa ating second quarter. Batang Kangkalu. Call timeout. Quick hands by Cas. Break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme X-Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. Zamboanga crushing Parañaque 128-74 in the last game ng Patriots. Total domination by the Zamboanga Sikat Families Brand Sardines.
Right from the get-go, Zamboanga was already guns a-blazing in that game. They started the first quarter up already high of 52 in the third quarter. That's how out of touch the defense of Parañaque was. And here, finally, Gavi Espinas getting his 1,000 point after numerous tries here in the first half.
And here's the assist galing kay Laude para kay Gavi Espinas. But actually, I'm actually very, very impressed in Gabi Espinas reaching this milestone, because I don't think he played that many games here in the MPBL.
Tama ka dyan. His first season here in the league.
Manila.
Yeah. That was in the third season, right?
Oh, and I think Andrea has spoken to Gabi earlier.
Gabi Espinas finally gets his 1,000 points recognition here in the MPBL since he started back in 2019. 6 years in the making man daw, it doesn't matter, sabi niya, because it only speaks of how he values the team more than himself. At 43 years old, kondisyon pa rin, and that is because of discipline and a whole lot of motivation. Now that he has 3 sons following his footsteps, in the words of Gabi, hanggang kaya ko, ipapakita ko sa mga anak ko na malayo ang mararating mo with prayer, hard work, and determination. Back to you guys.
Such nice lessons para sa mga kabataan ngayon. Not even the young kids or even the kids of Gabby Espinas. And syempre nakikita nila, first hand kung gaano magtrabaho kanilang tatay. Tingnan muna natin nangyari dito. The foul there on Palencia sa Ilorde knocks down a jumper. Pero even, he's an inspiration to a lot of people. Even me.
Hey, I also give a lot of props to Gabby Espinas dahil yung pagiging tatay niya nagamit niya rin as a motivation to still go far in his basketball career, because for a guy like him that has already won a lot of accolades in his basketball life, he could actually just try and slow down, but because nakikita nga ng mga anak niya and his children want to try and follow in his footsteps of becoming great basketball players, initingnan niya pa yung kanyang pagtatrabaho as a basketball player to give that example to his children, to give that inspiration, to show them that if you work hard, something positive is always bound to happen.
Matias has returned. Cassie. Bigay kay Ronnie Matias. The handoff to Irvin Palencia. Palencia pulls up. Got it. I like what I'm seeing from Irvin Palencia. Not really looking to pass every time may hawak siya ng bola. Yeah, he has that tendency, Javi, to just really exclusively, make the pass para sa kanyang mga kakampi.
Tama ka dyan. Especially with the talent surrounding him. But tonight, that jump shot looking very pretty para kay Irvin Palencia as Jogi Laude scores inside. But Caloocan having a hard time breaking this game wide open because Parañaque, they've been hitting their shots.
Palencia to Cassie, pinpoint pass. Galing kay Irvin Palencia. And Parañaque needs a timeout. Balik sa 11 ang kalamangan dito ng Caloocan, Batang Kangkalu. After this fast break, Palencia connecting with Laude here before. Nice finish galing kay Jogi Laude, staying composed. And then, ganda ulit ang pasa na to, Javi.
These are actually his first 2 assists of the game to underscore his scoring ways dito sa laro na to. Timeout muna tayo dito.
Prince Kasim taking his game to a whole new level against Batangas. 25 points, 11 of 16 shooting. Meron pa siyang 5 steals at 6 na rebounds. And the former TIP player is pretty much talaga home born and bred in Caloocan. Ito si Prince Kasim.
That's why I'm sure his fellow kababayans from Caloocan are really proud and happy that he's playing this way. To be also doing this in a team that's surrounded with a lot of talent at his position is also a big achievement para sa kanya, and I think it will only get better from here.
Well, Prince recently celebrated his birthday. He's turned 27 last July 22. So, ganda rin, no? Parang pa-birthday na rin sa kanya yung Batangas game na yun. Kasi to the rebound. The bounce pass, kalahat, dire-diretso si Romel.
And I love how the confidence seems to be just right. He doesn't celebrate too much. He's not too high. He's also not too low. He just continues to stay in the middle and in the moment. And that, I think, has brought about this kind of performance recently galing sa kanya. We've already seen his potential before, pero yung kanyang laro ngayon is just on a different level than what we've seen in previous years.
He's quite comfortable with his role here with Caloocan.
At saka malaking bagay rin naman siguro yung binibigay na encouragement ng kanyang mga teammates. Siyempre kung makakuha ka ng encouragement from guys like Gabi Espinas, Paul Sanga, these guys, if they continue to give you advice, ikaw rin naman mismo gaganahan at gaganahan ka.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And Jogi Laude in this game also being given some opportunities to put points on the board para sa Caloocan. Already his second and one opportunity. Sorry, no, his second trip to the free throw line.
May 7 puntos na si Jogi. Sporting that mullet. Kala ko sa Australia lang uso to. Itong mullet na to.
Well, apparently that has become the haircut of basketball players nowadays. That has been the most common.
Chris Biton also, I think. Once.
Talaga?
Once.
Once. Okay. Akala ko pati ngayon eh.
Hindi ngayon. Ngayon si Chris Biton, naka-ponytail. Jomar Santos, nothing but net on the 3.
Also feeling good from the outside tonight. It's si Jomar Santos. This is what Parañaque has not been able to prevent. The second chance opportunities. They missed the initial shot. Itong Caloocan, Parañaque able to force that missed shot. Kaya lang effort on the glass, hindi mapigilan nito Parañaque Patriots. That time it was JJ Manlangit getting the end one.
He completes the 3-point play, 15-point lead. Minute and a half remaining in the second quarter. Offensive rebounding, Caloocan 11-2, leading to 18 second chance points.
Well, malaking bagay rin yung pag-ikot ng tao dito. The combinations that Coach Mike Sagigit is able to put on the floor is a big help para sa Caloocan to continuously put a lot of effort in going for those loose balls dahil parating fresh legs ang meron sa kanila. Compared to Parañaque na mas maikli lang yung kanilang rotation. I think they're only playing with 11 players.
Yeah. Ball back to Caloocan. 63 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Kaya naman lumalaki na unti-unti yung kalamangan dito ng Caloocan. Earlier, Parañaque is still able to keep it at a manageable distance. But a little fatigue setting in right now for the Patriots.
Valencia, they go down low to Matias. Labas kay Cabanag. Extra pass kay Manlangit. He will not get the roll. Cannon bigay agad kay Tweety Santos. Na kay Mangahas. Takbo si Alanes. Layup. Got it.
The only guy in double figures so far in this game. 15 points. But they let Caloocan go straight to the shaded area. Not a lot of resistance shown there by the Patriots.
7 points para kay Jeremy Cabanag. 17-point lead. Alan Mangahas knocks down the 3.
Three-pointer number 5 already.
May oras pa dito ang Caloocan. Sanga puts it over the top and that will do it. Our first half done and dusted dito sa Astrodome. The Batangang Caloo with a 14-point lead against the Parañaque Patriots. We'll be right back. Okay. Ano, Batak. Mamadali pa rin. Batak will throw it down.
Might as well give one for the crowd, right?
Yes. It is indeed a hard-fought win because hindi naging madali. Hindi pinadali sa kanila ng Pasig itong panalo na to.
Makes his move.
Finds
So
Oduba. Blocked by Celis. JC spins.
What a
JC with a finish. Little spin cycle.
Look at this move right here. It reminds me of Johnny A. Alala mo ginagawa ni Flying Ian, that spin move, 1-2 step.
No.
Mahirap na kalawan niya.
Mahirap.
With his go-to move, left shoulder fade.
0 for 3 so far for Captain Robbie. There's a switch. El Defonso. Oh my.
What's that song? What's that song? What's that line? Smooth like butter. Cross, left to right, doesn't have it right here. I'll just take a step back even with a taller guy in front of me. He holds that follow through and looks at the Abra crowd.
What more can you do though in that sequence?
You could double team.
Nakabuelo si Jeff. Oh my! Jeff Comia. Only he can pull that one off. But look at this. Bigay mo sa amin yan. Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Alam mo yung pag-spin niya dun habang nasa ere siya, Javi. Ang bilis eh.
Right there, I guess, was he defended by Larry Muyang that time or Jamo Egulis? They're just claiming that baseline. Look at that trap.
Oh, great pass.
wow.
Bina, the catch and the feed to Larry Muyang. We are down to our final 2 minutes. Batangas with a 4-point lead.
What a game this has been, Ken. Quick thinking by Alan Mina right there, catching that ball and immediately releasing it to...
Oduba pinapahirapan si Robbie. Marcelino gets a running start. Blocked by Batino. Blocked by Oduba. What a sequence for Abra. Taiwan on the move. Finds El Defonso for 2.
Well, defense to offense, as you mentioned, what a sequence with those 2 blocks led to the fast break. That's gonna be a problem all night para sa Nueva Ecija if they don't find a way.
Ng Rizal ngayon, he'll get his chance. De Leon up top. Oh, what a pass. Galing kay Mananang. That play working perfectly for Rizal.
And that really caught the defense by surprise. They were thinking yung mga screens na nangyari, left up that alley play for Samboy.
Pitawan na ni Cholo yung bola doon. Manaytay with the steal. Christian. Look out. Christian Manaytay with a throwdown here in Palayan City. This is the Gixxer great move of the game. Board for greatness. Gonzalez chasing in vain. And Manaytay drops the hammer.
Completes the steal and gives this crowd something to cheer about. More importantly, cut the lead.
And Muyang, the unit for Coach Pedic Di Matulak. Concepcion laban kay Ochea. 10 seconds left. Clemente for 3. No! Concepcion tracks it down. 5 seconds left. Floats it up and in! Wow, Archie Concepcion comes up clutch once again.
It was the race for the offensive rebound, but before that, that shot by JLC really looked good. But look at Archie Concepcion chasing for that ball, floater on its way, and a 1-point lead for the Giant Lanterns. All hustle and effort for Archie.
Hernandez, Icalo, Valoria, and Ablaza, the unit for Coach Cholo. Ablaza catches the cut. Hernandez lays it up and in! What a perfectly drawn up play by Coach Cholo Villanueva.
And who better to finish that than that guy right here? Look at that. They tried to cross-screen that one, bringing in Cedar Blasi to the weak side of the floor. Gets that on the post. A dive slot by Levy Hernandez. What a beautiful finish going glass. That play is very similar to what's called a Brad Stevens winner play. Instead, they tweaked it. Instead of a 3, they settled for this drive by Levy Hernandez. A beautiful execution by the Rum Masters.
Wow, gutsy play by Coach Cholo Villanueva. But
Welcome to the half between the Parañaque Patriots and the Caloocan Batang Kakalo. The score is 55-41 in favor of the guys in orange, and Caloocan has been able to stretch their advantage here to 14 points after Parañaque was able to keep in check with them in the first quarter. The fatigue started to set in right now para sa Patriots because of their short rotation, and Caloocan taking advantage of their deep roster. You can see the numbers here, 45 attempts and converting 22 of them are the Caloocan Batang Kakalo. That's 48%, while Parañaque has only been allowed 33 attempts. It's shooting 15 of them. The turnovers have also hurt them a bit here, but it's really the rebounding and the second chance points that have been dominated by Caloocan that has ensured them a lot of cushion coming in to the second half. So let's see how Parañaque is able to respond. Crucial yung magiging response nila here in the first 5 minutes.
And Shaq Alana is the leading scorer for Parañaque with 15. And wow! Sa buhok siguro yan ni Jogi Laude. Kaya nag-8 points siya.
The professor
Yes.
scoring, top scoring for the Caloocan Batang Kakalo.
Off the bench.
Hanggang kailan kaya mangyayari yung ganun?
Hanggang sa magpagupit siya. Manday, Manlangit, Tayungtong, Sumuda, Laude, Tayungtong finds Sumuda inside, and ito na nga yung nakikita natin, Javi, with more time on the floor and more trust given to him by Coach Mike. Nagre-respond ito si Jesse Sumuda.
And I think he fits well into this triangle system dahil meron siyang opportunity to score and also an opportunity to read the floor on when he will involve his other teammates. And I think he's one of the more intelligent big men here in the league. Ito si Jesse Sumoda, as we see another 3-point shot there made by Caloocan.
That was Jeff Manday from way downtown. Baltasar threading the needle to Jomar Santos.
We question the sustainability of the nice play of Parañaque in that first quarter.
3-point shot is brought to the Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Manday is open again. He fires and hits.
Because we knew that Caloocan would come out and play this way, especially after that big win against Batangas City. If you're the Batang Kakalo at this point of the season, you'd want to keep the momentum on your side, especially in a loaded Northern Division where they're trying to catch up with the teams at the top of the team standings and hopefully give themselves a position to be in contention for home court advantage.
And Manday with the steal and the assist para kay Jogi Laude, who's now into double figures. This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by your Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. The Extreme Magpalamig. Free installation for split-type air conditioners. They have a timeout. 24-point lead para sa Caloocan. We'll be right back. Love.
You are still watching the MPBL. Earlier, we talked about Jeremer Cabanang and Joko Tayungtong being the ones unfelt last game despite being established contributors. But today seems to be different. Kwento nga sa akin ni Jeremer, well, since naman nung dumami yung scorers namin, kumbaga gumaan-gaan yung responsibility. But at the same time, tumaas naman daw yung friendly competition sa loob, which he doesn't see any problem with. Speaking of competition, alam niyo ba kung sino ang nagpapatibay kila Manday, Palencia, Bitoon dito sa Caloocan? No other than Joko Tayungtong. He says he's extra strict with these boys. Aniya, ang player daw mas gumagaling kapag matibay ang loob. He has been through so much in his career. That's why he is as tough as he is now. Alam niyang advantages at yun ang gusto niyang makita sa team. Sa Delph, Javi?
Maraming salamat, Andreas. Jeff Manday sinks his third triple of the quarter. Is now up to 11 points, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the third. And I can't believe that right now, Joko Taingtong is the veteran presence on this team. Because once upon a time, he was the precocious guard na a little out of control. Ngayon, siya na nag-i-establish ng kultura dito with the way things are done, especially dun sa backcourt players ng Caloocan.
That time really does fly. At, Joko Taingtong, through everything that we've witnessed from him over the years and the adversity that he has had to go through on and off the court, it's no surprise to me that he is the one being looked upon by the younger guards on this Caloocan squad.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. He's having a game himself as well.
Yeah, this
Jogi
guy.
Laude.
Yeah. Saan kaya nagpapagupit to?
Baka sa Caloocan lang din. May turo pa dito eh. 13 points na! 13 points na!
Trying to eavesdrop on our halftime analysis earlier. Narinig niya lang yung kanyang pangalan. I think ginanahan siya dun eh.
46 bench points for Caloocan. Alanes, the professional scorer that he is, nakakuha siya ng foul.
That's really what he was born to do. Eh, batang-bata pa lang kami, yan na talaga ang ginagawa niya. Actually, he is, nung time namin dati, sila ni Mactalio ang talagang matinding naglalaban scoring-wise eh. Sa kaliwete siya, si Mac kanan.
Ikaw kaliwete din.
Di na ako pwedeng sumama din. Ako lang yung nagpapahirap sa kanila.
Yun. Defensive specialist. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Kakadepensa mo sa puso mo. Walang pumapasok.
Naikot mo pa yun doon?
Oo, defensive player nga eh.
Galing nga, galing. That has to be one of the best.
At least hindi yung as Jeff Manday sinks the three. Oh, may magandang laban to for player of the game honors. Manday versus Laude.
It's okay. At least all of these things are trying to cloud the painful memory that happened yesterday to us.
Okay lang yan. Okay lang yan.
Laging bato pa nga.
Ito nga si Cristorado. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang buhay, Javi.
Yeah, our own version of Tora Tora here in the MPBL.
Oo. Buti na mo. Muntik pa makaagaw si Cristorado. Now with Sumuda. Manday. He has been sizzling here in the third. May 4 na tres na yan. Kaya dinidikitan ni Paulo Castro. Laude makes his move. Fade away. Oh!
What about the professor?
May shrug pa, ha?
And don't look now, this is already a 30-point advantage para dito sa Caloocan. Isang buwan na ang lamang ng batang Kangkalu.
Laude puts the ball on the deck and scores.
That guy certainly has a lot to do about it.
78-46. And Laude nalusutan ni Cristorado, pero the way he's been trying to, get in the lane and find his spots. Oh, Jeff Manday. Gusto rin.
This is the friendly competition that Andrea reported earlier. These players, even on the floor.
And 17 points para kay Manday. Torado, nakapasa pa pero naagaw. Hindi nakuha ng Caloocan ng bola. Tweety Santos launches from the corner and hits the three.
Pero si Jogi Laude actually ready na lumikout kanina. Nag-aantay na ng bola.
Laude inside, nakapwesto, and Castro gives up the foul.
Now, who would have thought that in a game, Jeff Manday would have to battle it out with Jogi Laude for Player of the Game honors. Maiisip po ba yun, Jeff Manday versus Jogi Laude in Player of the Game recognition?
Hindi nga. This is a...
Jogi naman!
Wag lang siya sumali sa free throw shooting contest.
But definitely his best game of the season so far. No doubt about it.
1 for 2. Sticks that follow through. 18 points kay Jogi Laude. And more than that, yung energy and saya na binibigay niya dito sa Batang Kangkalu, very evident. 27-10 quarter. I think this is more of Jogi and Jeff.
Yeah, pretty much. Because Jeff Manday barely scored in the first half.
He feeds Gabby Espinas. Gabby on the second jump scores again.
The whole Caloocan team actually really just having their way here. Different players stepping up on different occasions. Earlier, we saw JJ Manlangit also contributing to this party here for Caloocan. Even Josh Flores has had his moments in this game.
Masyado malakas ang tira ni Castro. Flores with the rebound. Manday stops at the three-point line. He fires. Oh, in and out. Tweety, atake, fouled by Flores. Papalitan si Manday ni Irvin Palencia. Mukhang papalitan din si Jogi Laude. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Mukhang ayaw pa nga lumabas eh. Having a chat with their team owners on that VIP row on our sideline.
(84-52), Tweety Santos. 2 for 2.
Yan na nga, pinagpahinga na nga si Jogi Laude dito. Met by a round of applause from his teammates.
84-53. 3.5 minutes remaining sa ating third quarter.
Parang di pa siya masaya na linabas siya, no?
May mga ganun eh.
Parang may iling-iling pa eh.
Kulang daw ang oras. Gabby Espina, sinayaan na lang ni Alan Mangahas.
What we're seeing here right now is it's really boiled down to the depth that Caloocan has enjoyed the whole season, going up against a team that barely has any reinforcements off the bench. That's really what happened here. Of course, there's still one full quarter to play and a miracle might still happen para sa Parañaque, but to do that, they gotta get their act together here in the last 2 minutes and 40 of this period.
James Mangas nails the 3 ball. Under 3 minutes remaining. Mamadali ang Caloocan. Inside, Flores using the left hand.
Impressive move. Little drop step and then the finish. A hook shot with the offhand, the left. Galing kay Josh Flores. I think he has been really working hard to increase his versatility, adding on to his skill set.
Sanga is open. He'll fire. In and out. Flores nabitawan ng bola. It will go back to Parañaque. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the third period. This is the Gigster great move of the game. Born for greatness. And that is Flores. Alec Elorde adds to his tally. He's got 4 in the ball game. 90-58. Sanga. Parang assist yata yun para kay Gabby Espinas.
No, I think he felt he was pushed from behind.
8 points now para kay Gabby. Papa to Alec Elorde. Masyadong malakas yung kanyang jump shot. Irvin Palencia. 3 versus 3. Pulls up at the free throw line. Irvin Palencia. They've been relentless, the Batang Kankalu, particularly here in the third period.
They haven't put their foot off the gas pedal, and I don't think they will for the remainder of this game.
This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Mismatch there with Alan Mangahas, and he just made a business decision, allowing Gabby a free lane to the hoop.
Sanga, may 39 points na in the quarter itong Batang Kankalu. And that just sort of characterizes the struggles of the Parañaque Patriots in the ball game. Simpleng pasa, hindi nasalo. Palencia with a fadeaway, that's good.
He has not yet missed in this game. 5 out of 5 from the field, all jumpers.
Papa misses that one badly. Enriquez, binigay kay Sanga, corner 3. That won't go. Rebound ni Alan Mangahas. Shot clock is off. James, lumapit pa. Hindi pa rin pumasok. Espinas to Enriquez. 10 seconds, one final shot here for Caloocan. Palencia to Josh Flores, a 3, no. There's Mangahas, and that will do it. Third quarter in the books dito sa Astrodome in Pasay City. Was a 41-point explosion here in the third quarter para sa Caloocan Batang Kankalu. Manday hitting 5 3-pointers in that third quarter. Highlights of the game brought to you by Simplus, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Manday and Laude, it was their show in the third, Javi.
Yeah, combined 25 points for both of these players. Jeff only had 2 points in the first 2 quarters. He scored 15 here in the third, while Jogi Laude amounted for 10 points. A lot of them really confident-looking shots. Caloocan's going through cruise control right now, just 4 points away from the century mark, 96-58, heading into the fourth.
Kaway-kaway, mga Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness. Saan banda yan? Doon. Kabila. Coach Isel in the arena as well. Lagi din yan pag may Caloocan na game.
Siyempre naman. Very supportive yan.
96-58. Fourth quarter underway dito sa Astrodome. Mangahas, Cannon, Elorde, 5, and James Mangahas. Ang 5 sa loob. For Parañaque, Palencia, Casin, Flores, Sanga, Enriquez. Para naman sa Caloocan. So no true center para dito sa Batang Kankalu. Check out the scoring. 27-19 in the first, 28-22 in the second, 41-17 in the third.
Yeah, in Caloocan, almost emulating what Zamboanga did to Parañaque in their last game during the third quarter.
Ganda nun. 12 puntos na para kay Irvin Palencia.
Playing like the explosive guard that we know him to be. Ito si Irvin Palencia. 12 points in this game. And did that last move. Really spicy fake there to get the defense off guard.
5 knocks down the 3. 98-61. Palitan ng baskets na dito. Sanga could not get that one to roll. Rebound in Cannon. Mangahas to James. Elorde. Back to Alan Mangahas.
Mismatch.
There's a double team.
Somebody's got to be open.
Cinco fires a three. That won't go. Rebound ni Enriquez. Inside they go. Flores. Labas kay Sanga. Casin. Oh, wow! Nilipat sa kaliwa ang layup na yon.
But you saw how he did it. He didn't even look like he was trying so hard to execute the move. That's how good he has become.
Cinco is fouled by Sanga. And that sets the stage para kay Jogi Laude na makabalik sa larong to. Already on a career high 18 points. Tingnan natin ang ating player of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And no interior defense for Parañaque there. One of the main reasons why Caloocan has been able to pull away hugely here in the second half. Imagine giving up 41 points here tonight. They gave up 52 against Zamboanga in the same quarter dun sa kanilang huling laro. They allowed the Sikat to score 128 points total in that game.
100-63. Enriquez, yes.
Surprisingly, just his first basket of this game, but he does have 8 rebounds already and 4 assists. Also wanting to join in on the scoring, ito si Brian Enriquez.
103-63. Elorde, miscommunication.
Well, Cinco was expecting Elorde to already take the shot. And now you see Caloocan inserting a legit big man here, Jesse Sumoda.
Lead is at 40 right now. Laude, shot fake, nakawala. Jogi Laude increasing his career high to 20 points. Enriquez with a steal. Enriquez, what a shot, what a move. Para kay Brian Enriquez, 6 points in the contest.
That's now 12 three-pointers in the game for the Batang Kankalu. You know, that three-point shot has slowly become a weapon for Caloocan at this point of the season. Well, it's no surprise considering the amount of shooters that they have. Here's Enriquez again. But curiously, they only had 4 makes from the outside against Batangas City sa kanilang huling laro.
Cannon, what a matchup with Sumuda. Parehong bumaga, giba.
Panigurado yan. I wouldn't want to be in the middle of that collision.
Sandwich.
For sure. That will not end up well.
Lander Cannon at the line. Free throws brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 6:23 remaining.
I love how, despite the huge lead that they have right now, you still hear veterans like Ronnie Matias still reminding the guys on the floor to box out.
Well, it's loose. Nakuha ni Torrado ahead to Cinco. Cinco is fouled by Laude. 2 free throws coming up.
Cinco has really tried to get things going inside here in the second half para sa Parañaque. It seems that the Patriots only trying to go through the motions of this impending defeat.
Got a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Really tough to not have the pieces when you're going up against a team that's really loaded with a lot of different potent combinations.
May Kasin, pahinga muna. Binalik na si Romel Kalahat. Kalahat finds Sumuda. And Jesse Sumuda, that's what we've been talking about, Javi. He's much more involved. He's much more mobile. And because of that, mas ini-involve siya sa opensa ngayon.
Because in previous teams, dati tinatry sa bigyan ng bola, tapos bahala na sa kung paano niya makukuha yung basket. You know, he'd have to really create for himself. But in the triangle, you don't really need that much shot-making ability because the movement already
Generates
helps
good look.
you, helps get the defense to move.
Dorado looking for a friend. Nahanap si Baltazar. Nabantay ni Laude. Hits with 5, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mangahas. That won't go. Enriquez ahead to Laude. Masyado malakas ang layup.
Rare miss coming from Jogi Laude.
Dorado is stripped by Palencia. Enriquez. Enriquez. I thought he was going to throw it down. 114-65. The Batang Kankalu far from done. Still playing defense here. So Muda, mapipituan siya ng foul.
Well, if they want to, rather, they can still actually duplicate the 128 points of Zamboanga in the last game.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
The way that they've been scoring the basketball, it's been crazy. And Parañaque's defense has not given a lot of resistance here in the second half.
114-67. Does it look like Manday is going to be coming back as well, Javi?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go back.
Kalahat trying to bank that one in. Natapik. Napunta kay Torado. It's 1 versus 2. Chris Torado! Well finished.
Yeah, you can't help but reminisce about his time with the One Bataan Risers. Ito si Chris Torado. Finishing with the offhand there. Lefty finishing with the right.
You know what? I am still yung dream, yung fantasy ko dito sa MPBL, a one-on-one tournament
Oh yeah,
featuring guys like Chris Torado,
the Little Giants.
probably Joey Barcuma, J.R. Oligario. You can put in Diego Dario there as well.
Yeah. That would definitely be a treat for everybody. I'm sure.
Hanapan ko ng sponsor yan. Hanapan ko ng sponsor yan eventually. Tingnan natin. Mga mangyari yan.
Maybe
Then,
an All-Star Day.
yes. 116-70 ng mga Caloocan. We'll be right back. That's our fan of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. And we're back here in the Astrodome. Nasa Facebook po kami on MPBL Season 7, yung temporary account namin. MPBL official on YouTube. Oh, what a steal. Enriquez. Palencia, dire-diretso si Irvin Palencia having himself a fine game as well, 14 points.
Hasn't missed yet. Still, ito si Irvin Palencia, 7 of 7. 6 assists as well.
Laude puts it in. 21?
No, 24.
24, sorry. Dorado. Judy Santos, back to Wilson. Baltasar, Chris Dorado. Enriquez is there. Alanes now, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Alanes will lay it in.
I think Coach Mike and the whole Caloocan team, they really wanted this for Joggy, to have a good game tonight.
Well, two things. They wanted Gabi Espinas to get the milestone, 1,000 points, and then everyone gets their groove as well. 13 points for Enriquez, who's also gotten his groove tonight.
That's a guy that was really able to help Parañaque keep its step with Caloocan in the first quarter and in the second period as well. But come the third period, he didn't have a lot of help around him, and the defense for Parañaque just couldn't really hold up. Caloocan just kept coming in with fresh legs, very relentless on the defensive end, especially on the glass. Disheartening for a team like Parañaque when you force a missed shot rather, and then the opposing team just keeps coming back with offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Talaga mas nakakapagod talaga dumepensa pag ganun.
124-74. Giab is whistled for the personal. Under 2 minutes to play. Enriquez. Laude got the step, nabitawan, and the tip in. Galing kay Jesse Sumoda. Alanes squeezing himself through. Hindi pa rin binibigay ng ganun-ganun lang ng Caloocan ng basket.
Hindi pa rin.
Kahit tapos na yung larong to.
Yeah, they're a team that plays with a lot of pride. And I don't think the score matters para sa kanila. As long as they keep developing the habits that will continue to develop them into one of the elite teams. They already are actually. Currently number 5 right now in the North, but alam mo naman na habol ng mga teams dun sa upper half natin ang makaabot dun sa top 4 to be able to have home court advantage come our playoff time. And Caloocan can really have a raucous crowd during the postseason.
Definitely. Wala nga tayo masyadong games dun lately.
Yeah, actually, oo nga.
And Laude with a chance to increase his tally. Already has 26 points. That's already a career high.
They will definitely surpass Zamboanga's 128 dun sa huling game ng Parañaque.
And it is a free throw. .6 rebounds. 4 of 6 at the line. Laude misses both. Ooh, Giab unable to score. Sumuda, so see what Laude comes up with.
Wow! I gotta say, I'm really impressed with that move.
28 points now for Laude, and it's gone from bad to worst here for Parañaque.
Wow, Enriquez having himself a night as well. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists.
Kalahat wants to put an exclamation point. That's a baby dunk.
Top ring.
.35 seconds remaining. Alanes took 1,000 steps.
That's a little more than a trip to Jerusalem right there.
Parang buntik na kumanta si Vanessa Carlton dun. 1,000 miles.
Yeah, I imagine you'd have more references of that if Christian Luanzon was your
Kaya
partner.
nga eh. Pero ako, happy ako partner pag may love life talaga na reference eh. Pag ikaw partner ko. Happy din si Madam A dun sa sideline natin.
We're all happy here.
Yes! Oh. That will do it. Caloocan Batangan Caloo making it 2 wins this week in a space of 4 days. Batangan Caloo, this time they beat the Parañaque Patriots. Tinalo nila yung Batangas nung Lunes. Ngayon, they pull off a massive win. Big advantage here. Resounding win. Best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet. Title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Jogi Laude is our best player of the game. He finishes with 28 points and 6 rebounds. What a performance from Jogi Laude as Caloocan takes down Parañaque, extending that losing streak of Parañaque. Let's go. Oh, we're not ready yet here.
Teka.
Wala pa. Oh, okay na. 133 to 76 ang ating final score. And I think Andrea is ready with Jogi Laude. Let's go.
Yes, Delph, kasama ko nga ngayon ang ating best player of the game. First of all, congratulations. And Jogi, 3 days ago, nanalo kayo against Batangas. That was a hard-fought game. Pero mukhang ikaw yung pinaka hindi napagod. Binigyan mo lang naman kami ng 28 big points ngayong gabi. Ano bang meron sa game na ito at pinakita mo ang iyong galing?
First of all, bago ang lahat, papasalamat ako kay Lord. Binigay niya ang panalo, binigay niya ang lakas ng pangatawa at pag-iisip na ngayong game. Yun lang. Kasi naging problema sa amin, hindi kami naging consistent every game eh. Minsan, tinitake for granted namin yung chance na nandito kami. So yun, nag-usap lang kami na hindi pwede na tumitingin kami sa kalaban. Dapat kahit sino kalaban namin, madiin kami. Yung wag namin tingnan yung standings, basta gawin lang namin lahat ng tama para sa Lord, para sa team namin, para sa amin lahat, saka sa family.
Jogi, kanina narinig namin, kinakantsawan ka ng iyong mga boses na best player na yan, best player na yan. Yun ba yung nag-push sa'yo para totohanin mo yun?
Isa na rin yan. Kasi actually, yung pagiging best player ko, sabi ko nga, parang holiday, once a year. So parang, sabi ko, basta may opportunity, basta may chance, laro lang, give lang yung best para kay Lord tsaka sa family ulit.
Ngayon nga ang holiday ni Jogi Laude. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Yun nga, unang-una, si Lord. Siya yung susi ng lahat na to. Pangalawa, yung family ko, yung misis ko, si Christine May Laude. Yung mga anak ko, kay Jai Jai, kay Baby Dos, kay Kuya Eros, kay Ate Ana, tsaka kay Kuya Shaq. And then yun, papasalamat din ako sa mga sumusuporta sa amin, sa walang sawang suporta sa amin ng mahal naming Mayor Along Malapitan, mahal naming Congressman Oka Malapitan, Konsi Enteng Malapitan, syempre si Lexi Malapitan, kay mahal kong boss, Epay, Boss Peck, Boss Dennis, sa lahat ng boss, thank you rin sa Yan Yan Coolers, High Top LPG, Stay Cool Clothing, World Balance, Mandarin Sky, Father Ruel na nasa Jerusalem, Brother Arnold and Pastor Reverend of GFC Caloocan, and yung Igupam sa Pangasinan, yung family ko sa Batangas, na Inay Archie sa compound, sa Kuta, lahat ng tropa dyan. Pinabati ko kayo. Para sa inyo lahat to. Kay Kuya Jude, kay Boss Mac, tsaka kay Coach Mike sa Gigit. The best ka. Yan lang. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. It's Jogi Laude.